Hi, my name is Adrian Huo. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. I'm from Sandy, Utah, and I'm a marketing major. So today, for my passion presentation, I decided to present on why One Direction is the superior boy band. So to start this off, One Direction is a group of 5 boys. But before we dive into the reasons for why they are the superior boy band, I decided to give you some background information on these boys. So first, of course, we have Harry Styles. Harry Edward Styles was born February 1st, 1994, which makes him the youngest member of the band, and he was born in Cheshire, England. Next, we have Niall Horan. Niall James Horan was born on September 13th, 1993 in Mullingar, Ireland. Next, we have Louis Tomlinson. So Louis William Tomlinson is the oldest member of the band, born on December 24th, 1991 in Doncaster, England. Fourth member of the band, Liam Payne. Liam James Payne was born on August 23rd, 1993 in Wolverhampton, England. And last but not least is Zayn Javad Malik. So Zayn was born on January 12th, 1993 in Bradford, England. So this is where it all started, X Factor UK. This was one of the biggest shows at the time. Simon Cowell was the judge, and the boys all applied to be on the show. They all made it past the first panel of judges, but then Simon Cowell decided that they were not good enough to continue as solo artists, and he threw them into a band. Zayn was the most upset about this. He was like, I can make it as a solo artist, but over time, he of course loved One Direction, but then again, in the end, he was the one to leave, which kind of ended the One Direction career. But here's some facts and numbers for why they're the superior boy band. One Direction in 2015 generated $130 million, which was the most money ever generated. They beat out Rolling Stones and Eagles, and the reason that they were able to do this was because of their world tour. There were 74 stops around the world, and each show generated more than $100,000. They made more than 6 figures at every single show. Along with this, they had brand endorsement deals with Nabisco, Pepsi, as well as Colgate. This, of course, helped them make their name. But besides all these number and facts, here are some fun reasons for why I think they're superior. So, of course, there's NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, both amazing boy bands. We love them, we know them. But the reason for why I think that One Direction beat them is because Christmas albums. NSYNC and Backstreet Boys made Christmas albums and their ratings were awful. And One Direction broke the stereotype of artists being like, oh, I need to make a Christmas album just for money. They strayed away from that, never made a Christmas album. And another stereotype they broke of these boy bands was they didn't do choreographed dancing. And I know that NSYNC was so good at dancing, so was Backstreet Boys, but the One Direction boys never did this. And even though admittedly they said that it was because they couldn't dance, they made cute little dances like this one that made the girls go crazy on their world tour. But in the end, the reason why I think they are the most superior boy band is what they stand for. Empowerment of important things such as body image, body positivity. They stood against child poverty. They loved women empowerment, and they of course acknowledged mental health, which is very important. So Little Things was a song about body image. It was about a girl who struggled with her stretch marks, the way she had to squeeze into her jeans. She didn't like the dimples at the bottom of her spine. But in the song, the message was that he loved all these little things about her. He would love her for who she is and all of her insecurities, and he would love the things that she didn't. And the song Diana. Diana was about, took information from Princess Diana, who everyone believes struggled from mental health. And this song was a message of how they knew that mental health was a real thing. They acknowledged that mental health was a real thing, and that they would help their fans that struggled with mental health. But the most amazing thing I think they did was they partnered with Red Nose Day. And Red Nose Day was an organization whose goal was to terminate child poverty. They raised more than 2 million euros and continue to do amazing things like this. So in the end, that is why I think One Direction is the superior boy band. Not only that, but even after they ended, 3 of them, Zayn, Harry, and Niall, their debut albums ranked #1 on the charts, even after One Direction ended. So I think that's amazing. This was the reason for why One Direction is a superior boy band. Thank you so much for taking your time and listening to me, and I hope I convinced you that these boys are the best.